Colbert's New with Matt Damon and from Ghosts, Danielle Pinnock, tonight on CBS.
CBS next Tuesday.
I'm chasing a cold-blooded killer.
I think we have a serial bomber on our hands.
Who might be looking for revenge.
Heads up, this place could be wired.
CBS Tuesday is FBI night.
Who are you? What the hell do you want?
All new episodes next Tuesday on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
It's our second chance at winter. Will we see bigger snow totals? I'll tell you where we're at now and how much we could get. Live from downtown Marquette, it's your 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, 1 year later, students at Michigan State University reflect on the anniversary of the deadly shooting on campus that took the lives of 3 students and the security changes made in its aftermath. Plus, about a week and a half out from the FIS Continental Cup ski jumping tournament, the current conditions at the Hill and why organizers say it's still a go. And sharing the love for downtown Iron Mountain, why the DDA wants to hear your stories. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Another chilly night for us in area, and the ski hill looks pretty quiet for now, but it was nice to see some skiers and snowboarders out there earlier today.
Absolutely. And just a little bit ago, they were making snow out there. So those of you who are looking forward to that, just take note. It's going to be fairly dry, though, as far as precipitation in the air the next couple of hours here into our Wednesday morning for the majority of us. Radars showing fairly dry conditions like I just mentioned, and those temperatures definitely chilling out. We're even seeing some single digits. The National Weather Service said they dropped down to about 4 degrees earlier this evening. I'll go over that. Plus, time out those flurries.
Thank you very much, Ariane. 1 year ago tonight, a gunman opened fire on the campus of Michigan State University, killing 3 students before turning the gun on himself. Classes today were canceled to allow students to reflect, mourn, and pay respects to the lives of those lost. Jordan Burrows has the report from East Lansing.
We are standing in front of Spartan Stadium on the campus of Michigan State University, where students, staff, and faculty are feeling heightened emotions today. Some will look to community to grieve, while others will want to be alone. There isn't a right way to grieve, but students, faculty, and staff tell us they're using today as a day to remember the lives lost in the shooting. Flowers spread across the Spartan statue, notes nestled in between shrubbery, a community finding faith this February 13th.
Some days are definitely better than others.
This day marks 1 year since the mass shooting on campus. 3 people died, several injured. Students we talked to say the grieving doesn't get any easier.
I hope no one experiences this in general. And there's definitely not like this guideline of how you're supposed to feel or just like what comes after that once you experience it as well.
However, as Emily Hoyumpa, president of the university's student government, points out, there has been a lot of changes to the school security system to make sure her friends, and those on campus feel safer.
I've definitely seen a lot of those changes, specifically with the door locks, and I am very appreciative of the work MSU has done following. But I think something that definitely rings true is you can be happy with the work that's been done, but acknowledge that there's a lot more work that needs to get done, and that's just pretty much how I'm feeling right now.
Since the shooting last year, roughly 1,000 locks have been or will be installed on every classroom. Certain campus buildings will now be restricted and only accessible by key card. Also, MSU safety leaders want to make sure there is a centralized system for how they respond to threats to safety and can work quickly but efficiently. Students tell us there is not a blueprint for how to move on or process the grief. Recent graduate and member of MSU's communication team, Jack Harrison, left us with this message.
I think I also want them to know, again, like who everyone was, about who we lost, who was injured, just the role people played, because I just think it really, you might have seen the phrase Spartans will around here, and not to sound tacky, but when I think about that, I just think Spartans will come together.
Berkey Hall and MSU's Union will be lit up in green to honor the victims of the February 13th, 2023 shooting. Community members are encouraged to find a space to grieve that best fits them.
For years, the university has faced criticism from students and staff about a lack of campus safety. Even before the shooting, most buildings on campus weren't locked, video surveillance wasn't being monitored, and many cameras weren't working. Some weren't even hooked up at all. MSU police promised to fix some of these security systems. Hundreds of new locks and thousands of new cameras were installed. The school spending millions on training for campus officers. But as Nick Simon reports, some students still say many of the same problems remain.
A report concluded that one of the biggest problems the night of the shooting was that the gunman was able to simply walk into a campus building after hours and roam the halls until he found an open classroom. Now, all buildings require you to have a key card after hours. MSU says it's installed more than 600 locks on classroom doors, but around 150 still need them. These are a combination of traditional deadbolts and electronic lockdown systems.
It looks almost identical to the current door handle that's on a classroom door now, but on the inside is a very large lever, 1/4 turn to the side, and it will lock, and there's a display that shows that the lock is engaged.
In larger lecture halls, electronic lockdown buttons have been installed near the exits.
Pressing that button electronically will lock down all the other doors in the room, so you don't have to run to each door and do a thumb turn lock.
If one of those buttons is pressed, an alert is instantly sent to the police, who will be able to access live camera views of the area, including hallways and exterior doors of the building, to help direct first responders. And all of it will link directly to a new $2 million security operations center that will be staffed 24 hours a day. Eventually.
When there's an incident they're responding to, they can call the SOC for more information. What kind of alarm is it? What video do we have nearby?
This facility is still under construction, but officials say it will eventually include 10 workstations that will have at least 3 operators at any one time. Right now, they're operating out of a temporary location.
Our police patrol have contacted our SOC for more information. It's been great. It's been successful so far.
Now, the video we've shown so far comes from Bessie Hall. Security officials say that the work there is done, but we also checked some other buildings on our own, and the situation there looks a lot different. Every exterior door is supposed to have some sort of security. We found buildings where people can still walk in off the street after hours. When you get inside, there are no cameras covering the doors, and we couldn't find any cameras in the major hallways outside of classrooms. As for classroom doors, most of the smaller rooms appear to have new locks, but many of the larger ones are still waiting to get upgraded. The more we looked, we also found several labs and study areas with little security at all. These were rooms with wide banks of windows and doors that were not able to lock from the inside. As you can see, progress is being made, but there are still a lot of areas on campus that are waiting for upgrades. We talked to students, and we found that they feel the same way. We asked more than 100 students if the efforts made by the university in the last year have made them feel any safer on campus. Around half of the respondents said no, 10% said yes, and another 40% fell somewhere in the middle. That means, even with the new physical security improvements, a sense of security has been a lot harder to bring back to campus.
MSU said by the end of the school year, the last of the classroom locks should be installed and the operations center should be fully up and running. Meanwhile, here in Upper Michigan, the 8 UP counties that experienced damage from last spring's floods are eligible for state emergency assistance. According to Michigan's Emergency Management Act, when a state of emergency is declared, the governor can authorize relief from the state's Disaster and Emergency Contingency Fund. Through the act, Marquette, Houghton, and Dickinson counties would receive $500,000 each, while the rest would be eligible for $250,000 each. But the state relief can't be awarded until the counties have used a majority of their own available resources first.
And the federal emergency management won't pay for the upgrades for the storms we know are coming. Since these were deemed state disaster areas, there is a level of priority there, but this is all a conversation that's being played out right now.
We have more information about this on our website, WZMQ19.com. We're learning more about the decision to cancel the Copper Dog sled dog races. The race director says some of the trails up north are bare ground. The board decided last night to cancel the Copper Dog 150, 80, 30, and 15 races for the first time ever the weekend of March 1st. The race director says it ultimately comes down to safety. She says the Keweenaw would need a few feet of snow to create an adequate snow base.
What we have on the trail right now is about 2 to 3, maybe 4 inches of like dust. You would need like 3 feet of snow to be able to basically set a snow hook properly. And the snow hook is what stops a sled dog team from having an accident.
The races will be replaced by a community festival and smaller sled dog competitions that same weekend. We have details about that on our website. The FIS Continental Cup ski jump competition at Pine Mountain is a little over a week away, and organizers say it's still a go. 8 countries will be joining the competition this year and about 42 ski jumpers. Even though several events around the UP have been canceled because of the weather, organizers say the jump is ready and there's still enough snow base at the landing for the competition.
See behind me, there's lots of snow on the landing hill, and we're going to make a little bit more snow. So no problem with that. The tower, it's a ceramic track that we fill with slush.
The competition is scheduled to start Friday the 23rd and run through that Sunday. Fans will get a chance to meet competitors for pictures and autographs upstairs at the Pine Mountain Ski Resort next Thursday evening. We have more details on our website. Your first morning weather forecast is coming up after this break, plus celebrating 140 years of healthcare services in Delta County, how OSF St. Francis Hospital is marking its milestone. And later, opening up your heart and home to a new feline friend this Valentine's Day. The deal at the Delta Animal Shelter this week. We're back in 2 minutes.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus 1 year free financing and free delivery.
BTV decodes the Andy Griffith Show.
It sure was slicker than a firehouse pole the way you took us all in.
That means you were very clever pulling a scheme on us. See if you can decode the Andy Griffith Show.
Weeknights at 8.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to buy get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget,
My name is Brett Watt, and I've been at Goodwill since supposedly 2011, but don't quote me on that. Before Goodwill, I don't know what exactly, it's complicated, but it's what I actually enjoy. I always say, it just motivates me. It helps me concentrate on life. Impact for the positive. Trust me on that. Goodwill, in my opinion, might as well be my favorite company.
Supporting Goodwill helps give our clients fuller lives.
The Baxter Family Survival Guide.
Dad, you taught us to be self-sufficient.
And yet you're all still here.
Expect the unexpected.
If you want money, maybe you should do what other people do.
Get my own reality show. Dad, I'm trying.
Learn to adapt.
You're gonna use a glass, right?
Fine, hand me the big one.
Last man standing.
The Upper Peninsula is home for the Talk WZMQ 19.
Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasek.
Well, happy Mardi Gras Fat Tuesday, Punchki Day. Hopefully you got one of those things today. Our temperatures this evening, 10 to 20 degrees, although we could see some single digits. I'll show you in just a second. Those snow showers are pretty much disappearing throughout this evening, along with some of those clouds. UP temperatures right now, most of us in the 20s, but we've got about 7 over there in Houghton. I mentioned earlier, the National Weather Service just between Marquette and Negaunee experienced about 4 degrees this evening. evening. So the next 3 days, basically tonight into our Thursday, we're going to warm up just a little bit for our Valentine's Day, 30 to 40 with some flurries floating around, and then those evening lows in that 20-degree range again. But look at this, Thursday will drop down just a little bit, but we're expecting very windy conditions. I'll show you that outlook here in just a moment. I want to show you, though, we have gotten some snow, everybody, around 6 inches in Negaunee in the last 24 hours, and then Herman saw around 3. I believe there was somewhere around 2 inches out there in Harvey. Everyone else just a light dusting. Wednesday, you'll probably need a snow brush, shovel, maybe some ice melt, as we could see some cooler temperatures in the morning, especially before 9 a.m. Snow blower, most likely not until our Thursday. As we take a look at our snow outlook by Wednesday evening, just a light dusting, most of that along that western half there. And then Thursday morning, we could see half an inch here in Marquette. And then even on Thursday evening, a little bit more of a dusting, close to 3 inches for Munising. And then Friday, we're expecting a lot more snow. Houghton, we could have 5.5 inches by the end of our Friday. So everybody keep your fingers crossed for that. That's right, Mike. All right, snow showers, that has basically disappeared as we take a look at current conditions with the radar, but it will be back. I love it. All right, Tuesday, those clouds clearing out for a little bit. On our Wednesday, we'll expect mostly cloudy skies. You could see the sun here or there, but again, those snow showers returning on our Thursday morning, especially along Lake Michigan's coastline here, and then scattered throughout the UP on that Thursday afternoon, and then we can expect some more on our Friday. So taking a look at Valentine's Day, I did mention it is going to start off very chilly in the 20s, even in the teens earlier before 9 a.m., and then around 35 for that afternoon. But if you're heading out, maybe going out to eat, that temperature later on in the evening will be about 24 degrees. Those winds are going to calm down, and we've got, again, likelier snow showers coming on the way. I do want to show you these wind gusts that we're going to see. We'll have a change of direction as well. On Wednesday, we'll have these southerly winds, and then on our Thursday, look at that, around 36 for Ontonagon by 2 p.m., and it'll gust down, slow down a little bit after that. Our 7-day outlook for Marquette, we've got snow showers on Friday as well for Festival of the Sled Dog.
The Iron Mountain DDA is taking story submissions for a new way to promote a sense of community. The DDA is inviting everyone to write in about a time they felt lucky in love in downtown Iron Mountain. The promotion starts tomorrow, just in time for Valentine's Day, with a chance to win a gift basket with donations from local businesses. The DDA event coordinator says it doesn't have to be about romance. She's looking for stories that capture that sense of community.
Just really feels like home. So when I first moved here and sat there, I was like, I'm happy to be able to call this my home. Because it starts on Valentine's Day and ends with St. Patty's Day, I thought it was a little bit of a play. And I know there probably are going to be a lot of love stories because it is February still, but I am hoping that some people will come forward and just say a time that they felt lucky in the downtown.
We'll have a link for story submissions at WZMQ19.com. Also this week, OSF St. Francis Hospital and Medical Group is celebrating its 140th anniversary in Escanaba. Back in 1884, a group of 5 sisters came to Escanaba from Peoria to provide medical care at the Delta County Hospital. The hospital became OSF St. Francis in 1913 and has continued to grow ever since. The community is invited to celebrate the anniversary with OSF at events throughout the week. St. Joseph and St. Patrick Catholic Church will hold Mass on Thursday at 4:30, and the YMCA will host a blood drive on Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. A new report shows inflation is dropping, but not as much as economists had anticipated. Astrid Martinez has the report.
Gas prices are down from last year, and the fuel used to heat homes is getting cheaper. That helped drive down inflation from 3.4% to 3.1%. But economists were expecting prices to sink further. Housing costs are a big reason why they didn't. Rent is up more than 6% from last year. Matt Wheeler works at a prestigious university in Providence, Rhode Island, where he can only afford a studio apartment.
To be working a professional job and have the ability to afford a one-bedroom apartment doesn't feel like I'm begging for largesse here, and yet it also feels so unattainable.
The report does show inflation is easing in some areas, including here at the grocery store. Prices only increased 1.2% in January.
However, eating out remains expensive, including fast food restaurants. According to The Economist, the average price for a McDonald's Big Mac reached $5.69 in December. On a recent call, executives said they will focus on affordability.
We certainly know consumers are more wary or weary of pricing, and we're going to continue to be consumer-led in our pricing decisions.
These numbers are going to change.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says the Federal Reserve will likely keep interest rates high until prices show more improvement.
Until the Fed sees that inflation is moving closer to their 2% target, I don't think that they are going to see that there's any reason to cut interest rates.
Economists predict inflation will fall in the coming months, but reaching 2% could take longer than expected.
Our UP Sports Report is on the way next. Mike, what's the lineup tonight?
Big games in both boys and girls. For the boys, number 1 Iron Mountain visits number 3 Kingsford in the big school poll. On the girls' side, small school poll, it is number 1 Ishpeming hosting number 2 Baraga. Highlights of that and more next.
Buckles Party Store, it's where the party starts in Calumet with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brew beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckles Party Store in Calumet, it's where the party starts for everyone.
Tonight,
Who's with me? Come on!
Colbert's got a new late show with Matt Damon and from Ghost, Danielle Pinnock. Tonight on CBS.
Race to savings at Menards. Blue DEP diesel exhaust fluid is engineered to help all SCR system diesel vehicles reduce emissions and improve fuel economy. Save $4 on a 2.5-gallon jog after rebate. FVP Stay Tuned multi-system additive stabilizes fuel and cleans carburetors and fuel injectors, which improves fuel economy and engine performance. A 16-ounce can is now free after mail-in rebate.
Race to savings now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Finally, inventories are flowing again.
At Riverside Marquette, get the vehicle you want at the payment you need.
More colors.
More options.
More style.
All wheels.
4 wheels.
More wheels.
Lease a new 23 Rogue for $299 a month or finance for as low as 0.9%. Lease a new 23 Frontier for $383 a month or get a 24 Pathfinder for $499 a month or finance for as low as 1.99%.
That new car smell is waiting for you at Riverside Auto Mall Marquette.
We've given your home fresh looks since 1978. Now it's our turn. See the brand new Carpet Specialist Carpet One in the America Mall in Marquette. With room by room, it's never been easier to match your taste and lifestyle. Bring us your room photos and see how your new floors will look. And with our beautiful guarantee, if you don't love it, we'll replace it. See and feel your new flooring at the brand new Carpet Specialist Carpet One across from Target in Marquette.
WZMQ home to CBS, The Talk, and 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. A few weeks back, Iron Mountain escaped with a 1-point win over Kingsford to maintain the Mountaineers' hold on the top spot in the UPSSA Division 1 through 3 boys poll. The second and final round was tonight in the Flivers Gym. Pick this up end of the first quarter. Gerald Sample Torres with the steal. He is going in but missed the layup, but Oscar Kangas will just released in time before the backboard lights up. That means he beat the buzzer. 2015 Iron Mountain after 15 minutes. Kangas had 10 in the first quarter. To the second, Morgan Slike will get the ball over to Owen Olkinen, takes advantage of Slike's screen and knocks down the three-pointer. Iron Mountain still led 29-22. Jump to the fourth quarter, under a minute to go. Iron Mountain up 1. And Oscar Kangas makes the first free throw. And after a Kingsford substitution, Mr. Kangas will make the second free throw for a 3-point lead. Kingsford tries to reduce the deficit. Gavin Grondin leans, steps back, leans again, can't get it to fall. Gerald Sample-Torres gets the rebound, calls timeout since he was trapped in the corner. Under 5 seconds to go, Kangas, who had over more than 20 points, made one free throw. Iron Mountain sweeps their next-door neighbors 56-51. Meanwhile, up in Marquette, Houghton coach Jared Lawson hoping his team could contain a pretty potent Sentinels offense. End of the first quarter, Isaiah Lawson goes one way, the other way, one way, the other way. He should be on the ski team. But he does get a friendly roll there. 24-16 Marquette ahead. Lawson had 10 in the first quarter. To the second, Gremlins will miss a couple of inside, tougher than bunnies, that's for sure, but look pretty easy. Jackson Jermu, Jack Quinnell, the spin, the score. Sentinels up by 12. The teams exchanged 3-pointers, then on the inbound, Jermu, Kyler Sager. Well, that was about an 8-0 run, his second straight triple and another basket for Houghton. Latham Solomon grabs the rebound over the lane, Lux, and that would be Luke Hill for the 3-pointer, cut the deficit to 12. Jacob McPhee is going to get a nice pass from Sager, and he will put that one home on the slam. Sentinels up 11. They go on to win by a bunch, 90-66. On the scoreboard, the Negaunee Miners are a dozen better than Gladstone, 66-54. Westwood 57, Gwynn 30. Ishpeming hung tough for a while, but Menominee wins 69-56. It was Watersmead over Ontonagon 64-55. Ironwood 15 better than Bessemer 62-47. A slight upset depending on how you look at things. Norway 62, Forest Park 57. Eli Dannison had 24 for Chassell. Panthers over Republic Michigami 62-38. North Dickinson in the win column 43-37 Downing North Central. It was Barker Harris 66, Kearney Nato 58. Hannahville, easy win over Munising Baptist 85-38. Meanwhile, the big news out of Munising, Trevor Nolan, a school record 44 points, 9 3-pointers, and he went over the 1,000-point mark for his career in the Mustangs' 86-44 win over Rapid River. Big Bay to knock 49, Mid-Peninsula 31. Manistee easily over Engadine, Rudyard 58, Newberry 21. And it was Brimley over the Mackinac City Comets 76-45. Two more video. And this time it's the Ishpeming girls against Baraga. We're picking this one up early. And off the steal, Maya Hemmer will get the layup. That makes it an 11-3 lead for Ishpeming. Timeout for Baraga. Coach Tyler Larson, needless to say, was hoping for a better start. For the Vikings, J.C. Larson to Mia Coronado. Tries to get good position, nope, and just flips it up there and it goes in anyway. Baraga down 13-5. Ishpeming breaks the Baraga press. Janessa Engel, Lainey Corpy, Katie Kokala, baseline jumper is good. Then Ishpeming slams its press on again. Kaukala is not only going to pick off the pass coming up, but in one motion she flips it to Maya Hemmer for the easy bucket. Nice athletic move there on lots of ends. Next for the purple and gold, Kara Roberts finds a path to the hoop, draws the foul, puts it in. She had 19 points and that led the Vikings. Second quarter, McKenna Hendrickson will drive and use the window nicely. She had 10. Kara Roberts with another basket, but it was a big night for Ishpeming. They go on to win 70-43. Jenna Mackey led the way with 19. To the girls' board, Negaunee, no trouble with Gwynn. Gladstone gets a makeup win over Manistee, 52-35. Lakeland and Hubble doubles up Lant, 68-34. Westwood edges Hancock, 37-34. Did not hear from Watersmead and Ontonagon. Sienna Stein had 20 for West Iron County in the big win over Bessemer, 93-41. Bree Beston, 22 points, 6 triples. ETC wins again, 46-37. Forest Park very easily over Rapid River. Big Bay de Noc, no trouble with Mid-Peninsula. Lake Leelanau St. Mary edges St. Ignace 53-45, and it was the Sioux 41-35 over Alpena. Big Ten men's basketball, and Michigan loses to Illinois by a bunch. In high school hockey, Houghton wins 5-1 over Calumet. Marquette 7, Hancock 2, and 1-0 Kingsford over Manistee. And we will be right back.
Hi friends, Richard Karn here. Now I'm known as the guy who can fix just about anything, but the technology in most appliances requires very special training to fix. And that's why my family has Choice Home Warranty.
Choice Home Warranty covers over 25 major home systems and appliances. That's your AC, heating, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and so much more.
Imagine for less than a cup of coffee a day, Choice Home Warranty can help protect you from expensive major system and appliance breakdowns that your homeowner's insurance doesn't cover.
Call Choice Home Warranty now and get access to a nationwide network of over 15,000 technicians and the latest appointment setting technology so you'll know when they're on their way.
So, do what this old DIYer did and call Choice Home Warranty now before something breaks down.
Get protection for your heating, AC, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and more. Call for your free quote today. Call in the next 5 minutes and get your first month free. 800-418-1754. 800-418-1754.
Baraga County Memorial Hospital, continually striving to improve the well-being of our community. Care is not just a service, it's a way of life. February is Heart Month, and BCMH is excited to welcome renowned local cardiologist Dr. Vakivagis from the Keweenaw. We're currently booking cardiology appointments and accepting new patients. Baraga County Memorial Hospital, our family caring for your family.
I owe it to my parents. They were the ones that had me check out NMU. After growing up here, going to college in the UP was just not on my radar. It wasn't until my first campus tour when I realized all of the opportunities waiting for me at Northern Michigan University. As I walk across the graduation stage, it feels like there are no limits to my dreams of the future.
Everybody below 25 degrees at the moment. Some of us seeing single digits. Take a look at Houghton's temperature there, around 7 degrees right now. We are going to be chilling out again later on this week, but we'll warm up for a little bit on Wednesday. We could see a light dusting up to 1 inch of snow, but look at this Thursday, maybe 3 inches. You might need that snow blower. Friday, again, we'll have some flurries expected as well. I should also mention Thursday, big winds on the way. Wednesday around noon, we'll be in that 30-degree range, but again, we are starting with very chilly temperatures in the morning, around 20 degrees, and then look at these cold temperatures on Friday for the UP Festival of the Sled Dog here in downtown Marquette, around 14 when things get kicked off at 6 p.m. and we'll have some gusty winds as well. Your 7-day outlook for Escanaba. We've got some chances of sunshine coming up this weekend, mostly sunny skies, but very cold.
Finally tonight, an Escanaba shelter is encouraging animal lovers to open their hearts to a new furry friend this Valentine's Day. Now through Friday, all cat adoptions at the Delta Animal Shelter are half off. That includes kittens, adult cats, and the seniors. Matchmakers on staff will take each human on a speed date with some of the cats to help them find their feline Valentine.
Perfect human out there for every cat. So we're hoping this special will bring people in, maybe people that haven't adopted from a shelter before but are curious about what it is, and who knows, they could come in just to look and leave with their perfect cat. That's what we're really hoping for, because we would love to just empty the whole place.
To adopt a cat this Valentine's week, just visit the Delta Animal Shelter from noon to 4 p.m. And for us dog lovers, Gladstone Public Safety is hosting the Delta County Doggy Dash 5K Saturday to benefit the shelter. We've got those details at WZMQ19.com. That does it for us tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Shop our huge selection of Amish crafted dining room sets at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Browse our large in-stock collection and customize with a special order with 1-year no-interest financing available, plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture today.
Pictionary.
Handyman. Handyman.
Pencil us